Gopala Astrology channel, where the science meets astrology for common man's understanding. Subscribe and stay tuned to this channel for continued astrological updates. Hello, welcome to Go for Astrology channel, ladies and gentlemen, once again. And today is going to be another interesting video about Saturn stopping its retrograde movement, and it has now become direct. All right, so the dates are clearly mentioned. It is 4th of November 2023. So 4th of November 2023 onwards, it is going to be moving in the forward direction in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, and then it is going to move into Pisces finally on the 27th of April 2025. Almost 1.5 years of great transit of Saturn is going to be there. It's a very interesting video. I'm going to share this positive aspects as well as negative aspects on the world, and also the most interesting thing about the predictions for each individual zodiac signs. Okay, there will be the timestamps for each of you guys, and you can go ahead and access your ascendants or moon signs respectively, and then make some conclusions. All right, please stick on to this video till the end. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe and button and also the bell icon to make sure that you get all the regular astrological updates from this channel. All right, let's go to the actual video, my friends. There we go. All right, so the title is very, very clear. Saturn turns direct on Aquarius zodiac sign on the 4th of November 2023. What are the impacts that is going to happen? How is the stock market going to behave? How is the general business is going to be improving, or what is going to happen actually? All right, we are going to see that, and then the dates are very, very clear here. All right, so now the first point here need to understand is that Saturn becomes stationary. It has been moving in the reverse direction, and then it becomes suddenly stationary on the 2nd of November 2023 before it starts moving in the forward direction. All these are the apparent movements that we need to track with respect to the planet Earth. Whatever we observe from planet Earth, how it behaves, and that is what is going to tell you the retrograde movements of the planets, especially the slow-moving planets like Saturn and Jupiter. We have to monitor it, and then we will get a lot of information about it. All right, the dates are clear. So let's try to understand. For the newcomers of this channel, if you understand what is retrograde movement of planets in a more scientific way in this manner, it is very, very easy to understand. What is retrograde? See, normally the planets do not go for any retrograde movement. All the planets are going in the clockwise direction around the sun, whereas apparent movement of those planets can be felt. You can see this in this demonstration. Let us imagine that this blue color ball is planet Earth, and Mars is there as a red ball shown here. So you can see that the Earth is going around the Surya, or the sun, and then at some point of time when it comes very close, we can see that the Mars happens to go behind in time scale of Earth. So it's a very apparent movement, and you can even clearly see this here. The Earth is going like this, Mars is going, there is a stationary orbit, and it apparently goes in the reverse direction in a stationary orbit and then comes back to direct. So this is felt very, very low in inner planets like Mercury and Mars, whereas when it comes to slow moving planets like Jupiter and Saturn, and of course even outer planets like Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, it's more felt because the movement is very slow, and the time duration it takes for Saturn is about 140 days. It took almost 140 days actually to be coming back to the direct motion. It was retrograding all these days. So you can always refer to my previous video, what were the predictions that were given during the retrograde movement of Saturn. The good news is the Saturn is now going in the forward direction. All right, so let's talk about the positive points of this movement of Saturn. So please understand, this is the second largest planet in the solar system, and its movement has to be tracked. And the positive point about this is that in this 1.5 years period of time from November 4th 2023 up to 27th of April 2025, we are going to see that the hospital management, IT and computer software engineering industries are going to grow well. Okay, even the transport corporations, telecommunications sector, and coal and oil and gas industry is going to come back into power. They are going to progress very well, if at all. And then even the pharmacy sector as well. So all these areas are going to take a very good positive turn. If at all you are interested in investing to these stock markets, please go ahead and do it for those selected Rashis or the zodiac signs I'm going to tell you. So these are the positive points of this positive movement of Saturn in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. All right. On the negative front, definitely Saturn is going to punish those people who have done some war crimes, killing innocent civilians and all that. Right. So we have already started seeing this. Almost it's 1 month of war going on in the Middle East, and then still the president, the prime minister of Israel is saying ceasefire is ruled out. Right. So there are certain implications, and these are all caused by the movement of Saturn as well. And of course, the eclipses are always causing sudden changes in the geopolitical situation. Okay, slow movement planets like Saturn and Jupiter impact this type of war situation, in fact, to a bigger extent. All right, so take note of this. The guilty will be punished by Lord Saturn. Saturn is the judge. He is the judiciary of the karma system that God has already made. Okay, he gives the justice served by Saturn is 100% perfect. All right, only those people who are guilty will be punished. Let's move on to understand what exactly Saturn does. Saturn takes about 30 years to complete one revolution around the solar system, right? Around its orbit, around the sun. And now it can only give good results in the 3 houses from your ascendant or moon sign. The one is the 3rd house, the 6th house, and the 11th house. That means in any consecutive period of 30 years, only 7.5 years period of time, the Saturn can give you good results in the house of 3rd house, where he spends 2.5 years in the 6th house, and then in the 11th house. So that means rest of the time, Saturn is going to be testing us in one way or the other. Okay, and especially the testing becomes more significant when it moves over the natal moon as 12th house, 1st house, and 2nd house, and we call it as 7.5 years period of Saturn, or very commonly known as Elrai Sani in Tamil or Eluvari Sani in other languages. All right, so let's try to understand the impact of this positive movement of Saturn, I can say, for Aries zodiac sign. So this Aries zodiac sign, people have been waiting, especially Aries ascendant, have been waiting for this moment because they lost almost 140 days of precious moment of Saturn in the 11th house. And the good news is that all that you really kind of suffered or you're waiting for certain progress is going to be becoming very positive in the next 1.5 years. Okay, so you can see the greater career success. You can see that your supervisors or your bosses are going to understand your hard work. You are going to be rewarded. If at all people who are overdue for your promotions, you are going to get those promotions very soon in this next 6 months for sure. Okay, it's going to, if at all you are a businessman and you are an Aries ascendant or an Aries moon sign person, you are going to earn well in your business as well. You are going to get more and more new partners. Okay, so in reality, the Saturn has got 3 different drishtis. The aspect of Saturn will be in 3 different directions. It is going to aspect from its 3rd aspect to your ascendant itself, which is good. It is a 10th lord sitting in the 11th house of benefic place aspecting your lagna. That means it is going to give you some restrictions on your food habits and health, and it's going to make you more disciplined, and you are going to really act, you are going to improve your life situations. Okay, it is sitting in the 11th house and aspecting your 5th house. Certainly the problems that were related to your children in the last 5 months actually is going to be sorted out, and your creativity goes very well, and then any debts and problems that you have been facing all will be wiped out. and look at the drishti of Saturn on the 8th house. 8th house drishti is going to give you some insurance related sudden gains or some property related matters that comes from the ancestors. You are going to get that property benefits, and also it is going to give you longer life if you are an older individual. All right, so it enhances the life. Duration of life is going to be enhanced whenever there is drishti of Saturn on the 8th house. He is also known as Ayu Karaka. All right, so let's go to, so it's a big thumbs up. You have only highlighted green for Aries. So next 1.5 years, you are going to achieve a lot of things. This is once in 30 years lifetime gift given by Lord Saturn. Make full use of it and progress well. All the best for Aries ascendant personalities. Now let's go to the Vrishabha Lagnam, or the Taurus ascendant personalities. For Taurus ascendant personalities, it is the 9th lord moving into the house of karma, and then aspecting the 12th house of foreign distance traveling, and then 4th house of asset property purchasings, and also the 7th house of relationships. Okay, so if at all you are looking for any improvement in your job and expecting some promotions, it is likely to happen, because 9th lord is known as Bhagyadipati. So the Bhagyadipati going to the Karmasthanam, where it is very, very active. In the classical astrology, we say that Aquarius is the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So that is going to benefit you. It is going to give you more and more experience. Promotions and honors and rewards are expected. Increase the chances of your receiving of new business, if at all you are a business person, is very likely, because 7th house is all about other people in your business activities, and the relationship with the wife is going to become much better for the Taurus ascendant personalities. All right, so I think it's still a good thumbs up for them, and surely when it comes to the 11th house next after 2025, it is going to be another Raj Yogam for Taurus ascendant personalities. All right, so it's all good things here. And then now comes the Gemini. So for them, the Ashtamadipati, that means the 8th lord moving in the 9th house, is not a very auspicious thing, and still some slowness is going to be felt by these guys. It is aspecting your 11th house of incoming gains, 8th lord aspecting incoming gains, okay, 8th lord aspecting property purchase, aspecting the 3rd house. All right, this arrow should be here. And then it is aspecting the 6th house. So competitors can become more and more, and there could be something more expenses that you need to deal for your father. All right, so you need to spend money for your father's health, and then yes, it is going to put some brakes on your earnings. 11th house is being Saturn is like a retarder brake, especially when he is 8th lord. So then being an 8th lord aspecting the 11th house will put some brakes there. So I have highlighted some more points. Please take a screenshot of this and then try to make the best benefit of this information. Okay, so of course there is some hard work being rewarded here, but I would like to say that you need to take more precaution for the next 1.5 years. Of course, other aspects of Rahu is there, and so many other Jupiterian aspects is there. So it's going to be a mixed results, but of course, through the movement of Saturn in the 9th house, it is going to give you some expense related to your father. Okay, if at all your father is alive, okay, you have to pay some money and fix his health issues. That's what is my prediction. Let's move on to Karkataka Rashi, or Cancer ascendant zodiac sign. Okay, for you guys, it is Ashtama Shani. Okay, it's really the Saturn in the 8th house, which is not a very good position. You may have some increased level of competitions and rivals, because Saturn in the 8th house is going to pose a lot of challenges. It's going to pose challenges in your 10th house of Karma Sthanam. Okay, work-wise, you will be more and more responsible in the job, and your bosses are going to throw more work on you. Okay, so you may be having issues with your friends, relationships. You may also be losing money if you carelessly spend it. All right, so the caution is there, because 2nd house is being aspected by your Saturn, who is the lord of your 7th house as well. and it also aspects something on your children, the 5th house. So some relationship problems with your kids, the kids may become rebellious, they may not listen to you. So just take note of it and keep the remedies on, and keep lighting the gingerly oil lamp for Lord Saturn. Astamashani means Saturday prayer is what I have done in the video of El Rai Shani, has to be followed, and you will see some benefits. But the next 1.5 years is going to be a little bit of a problem for you guys. So when you are driving, be careful. 8th house also represents sudden accidents as well. All right, let's move on to Simha Lagnam, or Leo ascendant zodiac sign people. What are they going to happen? So what is the benefit? No, there is no benefit here, because it is actually going to your 7th house. It may cause some friction in marriages. If at all you are planning to get married, it's going to delay it to some extent, because it's the 6th lord in the 7th house, and sitting in the 7th house, Saturn aspects your Bhagyam. So it is going to reduce some luck here. Of course, Jupiter is there. Jupiter is going to give you luck, whereas Saturn is going to limit it. Please take note of this. Okay, he is aspecting your own ascendant Lagna. Take care of your health. Okay, and then 4th house of mother's health will be affected. Mother will be in some kind of pressure for Simha Lagna or Simha Rashi personalities. So 4th house is aspected by Saturn. Okay, Saturn directly in Aquarius may not bring greater rewards to the profit, if at all you are in business. In your business, because 6th house of competition is going to go up and increase competition in your business. Okay, whatever you were trying to do before as a monopoly, there is a competitor who is going to defeat your pricing and then take over your business. So be careful and do not invest too much in stocks and shares as well. All right, so it is a watchful time for Simha Lagnam or Simha Rashi personalities for the next 1.5 years. Okay, this is purely talking from Saturn being direct in your 7th house now. All right, let's move on to Saturn for Virgo or Kanya Rashi or Kanya Lagna personalities. This is a big thumbs up for Kanya Rashi people, because you have been afflicted with Rahu Ketu transit, which I made the video very recently, and the Rahu Ketu axis is coming right there in your 1st and 7th house, whereas Lord Saturn is coming for your rescue now. So 6th house Saturn gives you a lot of benefits. Okay, sitting in the 6th house, it aspects the 8th house of longevity. Sitting in the 6th house, it aspects your 12th house of foreign journeys. So suddenly you will get an opportunity to go on to an overseas land, either through business or some recreation. Yeah, I think mostly it is through business, because Saturn is in the karma, in the day-to-day routine activities, the prarabdha karma position in the 6th house. So he is going to take off and clear off a lot of loans if you had previously, because of the retrograde movement of Saturn. You have been suffering for last 140 days, and now that is going to be reversed. If at all you are a businessman, you are getting into the profits, and if at all you are working in a company, and your reputation and respect from superiors are going to increase. And looking into the 3rd house, Saturn is going to give you the dhairyam and the confidence, right? So this is a wonderful moment for Kanya Rashi or Kanya Lagna people. So just make good use of the next 1.5 years, and you're going to elevate your position in both house and as well as the profession. But don't neglect the Rahu Ketu transits. The lunar nodes are really not good for you guys. And if at all you are into any Sarpadosham or Kala Sarpadosham, this is the right time for you guys to get the remedy done as well. Okay, so next year, April 2024, even Jupiter turns into a very positive position for you in the 9th house. So with Saturn in the 6th and Jupiter in the 9th, you are going to achieve many, many desires that were unfulfilled for past 20-30 years. All right, so this is a good time for Kanya Rashi personalities. Okay, please keep your prayers for Saturn at all the time. Let's go on to Libra. So what is happening for Libra ascendant or Libra moon sign personalities? The drama is all happening in the 5th house. Saturn becomes direct in the 5th house, sitting in the 5th. He is the lord of 4th and 5th house according to classical astrology. All right, so lord of 4th house placed in the 5th house itself is good. Sitting in the 5th house, he's going to aspect your 11th house of gains. So he's going to give you outcomes which are very positive. If there is a promotion that has been waiting, you are going to get it as well. If you're a businessman, definitely you may have a chance to amass large amount of wealth because your network, see, 11th house is what? 11th house is network circle. And when your 4th lord aspects it in a very positive way, very high chances that you are going to gain through large network circles, okay? And then you are going to make money and make good use of this, okay? And 2nd house of savings also is being aspected by the 4th lord sitting in the 5th house aspecting your 2nd house. All right, so relationships also is going to get better because Saturn is sitting in the 5th house in the house of love and romance, aspecting your 7th house of relationship as well. So some may get benefit of marriage because Jupiter is very shortly becoming direct. It is also going through retrograde movement. It is going to become direct by the end of this year in December 2023. So next year, that means 2024 is going to be much brighter year for Thula Rashi personalities. All right. So it's a big thumbs up for them as well. Later on, let's move on to Scorpio Ascendant. There is a mixed results that can be seen for Scorpio Ascendant personalities. Your hardworking Lord, that is the 3rd house Lord, sitting in the 4th house, aspects your 6th house of loans, diseases, competitions, and short-term diseases. All this is being aspected by Saturn, okay? And then it is aspecting your house of work. So it is going to give you more responsibility. The bosses are going to throw you more assignments which you cannot handle on time, and there will be a lot of pressure, of course. So as a result of this, you will get into some kind of course, you need to have patience and some kind of stress. Okay, so just take the life as it comes. Don't worry about it. Saturn is aspecting your ascendant as well. So he's going to make you lean. He's going to make you disciplined. Okay, he's not going to make you eat too much of food and stuffs like that. So wait for your Jupiter transit in April 2024, my friends. And Jupiter is going to bring in a lot of positivity for you in the 7th house. Okay, your 2nd lord moving to 7th house will be good. Whereas now Saturn is going to give you mixed results. He's going to give you a lot of expectations from your bosses. You have to work hard. Nothing comes easy. Okay, so of course there is some benefits, but take note of your responsibilities. Very, very important. Saturn aspecting Lagna gives you responsibilities, especially when he is not in your favor. All right. Then we will go to Sagittarius. This is a very positive sign. They are going to get full benefit out of it. In fact, you have already finished your 7.5 years period of Saturn. Unfortunately, the last 140 days, there was some hiccups here and there because Saturn was going in the retrograde direction. And those things which were held up, the last 5 months effects is going to be very much felt by Sagittarius people. Suddenly, they will see that the Saturn sitting in the 3rd house aspects the 12th house. They will get chances to go abroad. The foreigners will respect your skills and they're going to give you promotions and give you chances to move to the foreign lands. If at all your visa, you are a student waiting for your student's visa in the foreign land, it gets immediately get approved in the next 3 to 4 months period of time. All right, Saturn is very positive for Sagittarius. It is aspecting your 5th house of speculative business as well. If at all anybody wants to do stocks and shares with Sagittarius moon sign or ascendant, please go ahead and do it. And it is aspecting your Bhagyam as well. It is aspecting your 9th house. It is aspecting your 12th house. So all the 3 aspects will be very positive for you. It is a 2nd lord aspecting 5th house, means it is Lakshmi Yoga. All right, so go ahead. If you're a businessman, you can now start venturing to new markets which you have not seen it so far. So a new kind of business can come to you guys, and my prediction is that you will make a lot of money. If at all you're in a workplace, your superiors are going to really appreciate your hard work. They know that you are really contributing to the company. You will be recognized with awards for sure. All right. The next one is Saturn for Capricorn, Makara Lagnam or Makara Rashi personalities. So for you guys, this trauma is happening in your second house of wealth. Lagna Lord moving to the wealth house. Of course, this is a Sade Sati, last portion of this 7.5 years period of Saturn. It is still there. But what happens is Saturn as a benefit now gives you a lot of benefits here. People who are looking to buy the properties can buy. And people who are waiting for their inheritance to come back to them is also possible, 8th house. And in career development, definitely there is increase in happiness, and whatever you desire to get in those career is going to open up for you. Okay, so 11th house of large network circles are going to slowly open up for you the moment Saturn goes to the 3rd house for you guys. Next in 2025, all your Sade Sati is going to get finished, and then you are going to make money. And again, Jupiter transits, which is going to happen in the April 2024, is also going to be in your 5th house. So 3rd and 12th Lord moving to the 5th house also can get you a lot of benefits next year. All right, so in career and business, you can go for some kind of calculated risks now. All right, so take a screenshot of this, see the positive points in your area, go ahead and take advantage of the situation. Some kind of a trouble is still there for Aquarius moon sign or Aquarius ascendant. What is happening? The Lord Saturn is in the peak of the Sade Sati for you guys. For your moon sign, it is being attracted. You are always constantly getting delayed in your progress, and then unforeseen costs and challenges are there in your workplace as well as in your home atmosphere. And again, delays in receiving the perks that you really deserved for all these years. And you see that some barriers from your co-workers, your own co-workers are going to ditch you. So be careful, do not trust anybody in your workplace, not even your boss. Your boss is going to pull you down. There are chances of some people losing the job as well. And why? Because Saturn aspects directly your 10th house of work. Be very careful here. 7th house of relationships can go wrong here. Some divorces can happen. And don't, if at all you are a businessman, you want to invest something, please do not do that. You are going to lose the money. All right. So some kind of courage it is going to give you, but on a long term, especially in the next 1.5 years, Saturn is really going to test you. So it is better to do prayers, go to Saturday, every Saturday, go to the Saturn temple, light up the gingerly oil lamp, and then get the favor and benefits of Lord Saturn. Do some charity work for the old age homes and old people. Take the blessings of old people, it will help you a lot. That's a very serious advice for Aquarius or Kumbha Rashi personalities. All right. The last part of the zodiac sign is Meena Rashi. Nothing much can be told to you guys. Apparently that retrograde moment of Saturn came to some rescue for you, which started giving you 11th house results, but now all that favor is going to stop. You are going to get into some kind of legal issues, some kind of uncalled medical acceptances, tensions, stresses, etc., etc. Your savings are going to go into rain. You have to be very careful. So Sade Sati, or the 7.5 years period of Saturn has started. It is going on. If at all you are having some health issues, you may be hospitalized, and you may get a right doctor, of course, later on, depending on your main original horoscope. But in reality, there is some kind of pressure that you need to handle, and then yes, there may be some loans that you may have to take, and then your luck is going to deteriorate for a while. Okay, so the next 1.5 years, do your regular prayers of Saturn in the temple every Saturday. Try to be vegetarian. Follow my instructions that has been given in the Sade Sati period of Saturn's video, and then you should pray for this period to be over soon. All right. So with all those precautions, I would sign off here, and we have come to the end of this beautiful video. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me the questions. I will be very glad to answer them whenever I have free time. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.